is Sko, somebody that we've been talking about a lot. Sko was
Man.
actually the first song that we played for the podcast today. So shout out to my nigga Sko. I just wanted to say, being that we're talking about it, he dropped a new project. His project is called Old Bro Bastard. The cover of it is based on a project that was released by Old Dirty Bastard mad long ago. So if you see it, you see it, you try to figure out where he got the concept from, or the artist got the concept from, is from Old Dirty Bastard. Unfortunately, Sko is unable to, because he obviously has a regular life, so he wasn't able to sign in tonight. But we're gonna talk about his project a little bit. So for me, I want to talk about it first. I've been talking about this project for a minute. We've been talking about it for over a month now, probably 2 or 3 months now, because he played some of it for me. So for me, like, I knew what to expect. I heard, like, there's only 11 songs on the project, and I heard like the first 6 or 7. So I knew what to expect from it, and I knew that the shit was going to be fire. And so far, it seems like he's getting a good reception of the project, but he didn't know when he was going to drop it. And it's funny, the way that he dropped it is because to my knowledge, and I want him to come on here and explain it, but to my knowledge, he didn't mean to drop it. He dropped the shit by accident.
Yo.
He was waiting for the shit to get approved, and the shit got approved, and when it got approved, it released. And I want him to come on here and explain it fully, but to my understanding, that's what happened. But the shit is fire. And the way that I found out that it was even released was I was knocked the fuck out. Like, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up because I was uncomfortable, and I woke up.
I told you.
And I got a text message from Freddie, and he sent me like one of the songs off the project. And bro, like, so this is the story for it. I'll let you tell it, Freddie. Like, I want to know how you found it. So that's what I'm going to ask you next. But so I woke up, like, cause I was asleep, but I sleep with my phone on my bed to make sure that I wake up in the morning for work. And as we've said multiple times through the podcast, Freddie works overnight. So I got a text message from him at like 2 o'clock in the morning, or 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't see it till like 3:34. And I saw it because I woke up uncomfortable or whatever. And I'm like, yo, like, why is Freddie? I saw it and I was like, yo, why is Freddie texting me? Like, it was concerning at first, because like he never hits me up that late. And I'm like, yo, why is he texting me? So I read it, because if not, I would just went back to sleep. So I read it, and he was like, yo, Sko went dumb hard on this. And I was like, bro, what? And like, so I read it, and I was like, I'm looking at the name of the song, and it's 2 songs in one. So the way that the song was released, it was half of it is called Hard Headed, and the other half is called Homesick. And Homesick, for you that don't know, Homesick is a song that he released a while ago. But it's still a hard song regardless, so it doesn't matter how long ago the song came out. But he released the song a while ago, like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, he released it. So I saw it, and like, I'm half asleep, so I'm like, yo, like, this is an old song. Like, how the fuck you seen this shit? Then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, and I see the artwork of it, and I'm like, yo, that's the artwork for his new shit. So I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh shit, like, this is his new shit. And I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the names of the songs, and like I said, like, I heard some of it already, so I knew what the songs were supposed to be. So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh shit, like, he that actually dropped this. And so, like, I'm thinking that he dropped that at like midnight or something, because I went to sleep at like 10:30. So like, I was asleep for a minute, so I didn't know if he released it or not. So I'm looking on Twitter, I don't see nothing. I'm looking on Instagram, I don't see nothing. So I'm like, yo,
that's a lot of shit.
Like, this nigga just, like, how did this get posted? And, so I text him, but not to get too big into Sko's life, but he was at work, and he was like, yo, like, it's out, and people started posting it. So like, I'm not gonna take it down because it's already getting posted by people. But Chubbs, like, how did you find it? That's what I really want to know. How'd you find it? Because that was mad weird.
Like, I remember I was at work at that time. Like, as you know, like you said, I was at work at that time, so I'm just on Twitter, like, scrolling through shit. Then I saw somebody tweeted, like, yo, this shit, like, I don't know. I I can't say it in verbatim, but paraphrasing, they were like, "Yo, this shit dumb hard. Peep my boy's new album," and then I'm like,
"Was it Rick?"
It was Pollo. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was him. Well, technically, I didn't know who he was until like you reminded me that we chilled with him before.
Yeah.
So I was like, somebody posted it up, and then me, cause I fuck with Skull, so I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. I heard the track, and I was like, hold up, he has the whole album. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna listen. I might as well listen to the whole shit, cause I heard his old shit, but that was new, and I remember that's the photo he used for his new one.
Yeah.
I forgot how it was brought up. I don't know if he told me directly. I don't know if it's something you showed me or DG. But at the end of the day, I knew that was his new shit. So I was like, hold up. I'm listening to it, and I'm like, yo, this nigga Skull went hard. And then with that song, Heartsick Motivation, that's the one that I told you about because, bro, I had already listened to it twice. Because literally, when I'm at work, I have one headphone on, and I'm doing my work.
Yeah.
So some songs I'm actually listening to it. Other songs I just coasting by. So like at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on per se. So I was listening to Heartsick, and I was like, nah. That's when I texted you. I was like, nah, bro.
Homesick.
This shit is going hard right now, and that's what I said. Yo, bro, he did his thing. But yo, I was so confused because literally when people post things, they promote their own shit. And he wasn't promoting shit. So I was like, yo, because I was going to follow Pollo and I was going to be like, yo, this shit is lit. Listen to my mans, ABC, blah, 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 whatever. But I didn't want to, give him a shout out when it was unwarranted. I didn't want to do it when, I didn't know what was going on. That's why I hit you up because I know, you and him have a deeper connection. You guys are cooler. So I was like, I hit you up, to see what was the vibes. He told me I could post it. I'm like, all right, bet I might as, I waited out so the next day. That's when I did my shit. But at the end of the day, that whole piece, like, right now it's what May. I can't tell the date.
It's May 2nd.
It's May 2nd. If you haven't heard Skull's tape, listen to that shit.
Bro, that shit been out for 2 weeks. That shit's still here.
It's been out for 14 days, and that shit is fire.
No, the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because he posted on his Instagram. He shared on his story. He shared a conversation with him and his friends or whatever. Yeah. And somebody was like, "Yo, that Drake only dropped his project because he heard Skull shit."
I was about to say I heard. I forgot who. Somebody tweeted Drake's mixtape and Skull's. Skull's up, and they posted.
Rick. I saw Ricky posted it. Rick. It's funny. The reason why it's funny is because Drake listens to niggas that's unsigned. So
of course he does.
He listens to people that's unsigned all the time. So although we're joking about it, although we're joking about it and we're saying it as a joke, we never know, bro. Some of the people that we know that that Drake has stole their style don't have like mad views and no shit like that. They don't got no views. They just got they got a little bit of a connection to the industry, right?
They got some
and somebody so he heard it. That's basically how it goes. So although we're joking and it might not be true at all, it also could be true. The nigga Drake could have heard Skull shit and was like, yo, this shit hit and I need to release something. But I think it's more or less because of like what I said before, that he just wanted to get paid off of his music that was already getting released. Like that, I think that's what happened. But honestly, like I said, Skull's project is tough, and I think if you didn't hear it, you need to hear it because I've listened to that OD. Like I've done some stuff in between as far as listening to other music because of like being in battles and shit coming out, like Drake's project, Khalid released like a new single or whatever. But for the most part, like I haven't really listened to much else. Like I've really, really, really just been listening to Skull's tape, and I've been putting it on replay. But yeah, before I give like any like songs, Danny look like he's talking about something important. I was gonna ask him what he said because honestly, the only reason I became friends with Skull is because of Danny. So I wanted to know like how did he feel about it. But Nah, that shit really hit. It's a really big change from his last project. His last project came out 4 years ago. His first project was called December 4th. And the first time that we ever recorded our podcast, I started off with the intro song off of that project, which was tough. And he mentioned it, that like he's in a different mind state from when he released that. That was 4 years ago. And he had to get in a different mindset to release that because it was good, and that project was really good. But this one is just a whole different vibe.
Entirely, because I'm not gonna front. I mean, you know him because of Daddy, but I know him because of you. So it's like waves to this, like ripple effects. So I heard I heard that one that you're talking about, that project.
But December 4th?
Yeah, but I've heard piece and that's the one with the blue cover, right? The blue artwork.
Yeah. Yep.
I heard bits and pieces of that one. I didn't hear it entirely like I heard Broke Boy Skull. So what I'm trying to say is that
old broke bastard.
Oh, bro. Well,
that's his Instagram.
Facts, my fault. But yeah, I didn't hear it as well as I heard his most recent one. So I'm gonna go back to that. See, because at the end of the day, one thing I realized was that mad people fuck with him. Like all the Yonkers, like you guys are dead ass. Like first off, I want to clear this out real quick. Yonkers is basically a borough. People try to play Yonkers.
And he's from the Bronx. I just want all y'all to take the time out that he's from the X, so he's taking the time out to say that we're basically a borough. So
how the hell you gonna tell me that Yonkers and the Bronx is not a
we right there.
Yonkers is part of the Bronx, and Bronx is a borough. So how you telling me that Yonkers isn't a borough? I would rather have Yonkers as a borough than Staten Island. Like, what the fuck is Staten Island, bro? Staten Island ain't shit. Like,
I don't care no more. I don't care no more.
Wait, like, Danny, now that you could talk, what did you think about Skull's project?
Yeah, my bad. I had family members come in, so I didn't want to be too loud and stuff. I thought it was great. Yeah, it's everything.
So you didn't say that it's great. That was generic. So what do you think? More complicated question. What do you think about his growth from December 4th to this project?
So the album was great, right? The album was like more than I expected. Actually, it was like I thought. I think Skull is mad talented when it comes to music and things like that. So I believe like I was like, okay, I can't wait to listen to him. I'm waiting. He's making me wait. He's making me feel like I'm waiting, like on Frank Ocean and shit. But
he is treating it like Frank.
Yeah, and he's giving me his reasons. I'm not gonna call them excuses because they were actual reasons. And I'm waiting. And when I heard that album, I was just like, nah, he's outdone himself. Like, this is great. This is actually great. Like, I fuck with it. OD. His growth was amazing. He like changed his flow up a little bit, and it's for the better. He kept a little bit of the old for some songs, and he changed it up for the new. I think it was just a big. He's improved. But now my thing is with him is, and I hope he's hearing this or watching this and stuff like that. Me knowing him since high school and listening to his music since high school and stuff like that, I just hope he keeps constant, like, cause that's always been my biggest problem with my bro. It's like his consistency. It's like, yo, come on, bro, you gotta keep going. Like,
no,
yeah. And we say this out of love, cause we fuck with you, OD, and it's like we can see that how much love and stuff that you get from the music, and you have everything that it takes to be that kind of person, and with the consistency of it, you can be like one of the people that we talk about for a very long time.
Now, when you have people of a generation, like I remember when I first heard Drake 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I'm not trying to, cause I'll be OD if I say that, but
I mean, bro, you never know. He very well could be. He definitely has a drive and stuff like that, so he definitely well could be.
I'm just saying, lyricism on point, message on point. This isn't really him. I mean,
creativity.
I don't know. It could be him. I don't know how he does this part, but beats on point. I mean, how many more checklists are on the list, bro? Like, he's doing what he has to do. Everybody on, I don't even want to say some people on, everybody on Yonkers is literally talking about Skull, bro.
Somebody, I see somebody posting about it every single day. So, I mean, I know that I've been posting about it.
I haven't seen a day where somebody hasn't acknowledged it. So, I mean, quick shout out to Skull. Like, even though this is all on like Zoom or live or whatever, like, bro, when we have you, I got some questions for you, because there's we gotta pick that brain a little bit. So,